just be so much better. And it's not, I'm not saying these dudes can't do better. They got the capabilities to do better if they work harder. But a lot of dudes just got their feet up. They think this is just the easiest job in the world to be a rapper. It's like you got to do the least amount of work. And that's not true. And that's where I'm back to show people that you definitely got to be focused and you got to be on your job and you got to put in the work. A lot of these rappers don't even work, like even 3 hours a day on their craft. And there's people that got minimum wage jobs that's working 8 hours a day and working the whole 8 hours hard. And these dudes are not even putting in 2-3 hours a day to work on their craft. And they expect to be millionaires and travel the world and have all the jewelry and all the success and all of the cars. And it's like, that don't even make sense to me. So I'm back around to show people that they definitely got to step it up and work hard for the things that come along with being successful as a rapper.
Definitely. Right. Now it seems like, you really do everything all in the spirit of hip hop, like you said that one time. Now it seems like some of these artists these days actually, like, if you wanna like really like battle them, like they almost take it as like a personal assault on them. If you like say, you want to really like battle, like they're like, oh no, we don't do that, we don't get into that now, like almost like, hip hop is past that or something. Like, what's your take on that? Like, are people just softer what these days? Are they just, what is it where they feel like they don't want to do it in the spirit of just competition, like for, just for the spirit of hip hop?
Yeah, because a lot of these dudes are not really talented. They just in the business for different reasons, and they know that. They understand that. So they want to just ride the wave as long as possible and not get exposed. And if they was to battle rap, that fact would get exposed. So they scared to do it. They want to make up all these excuses why they don't do it, because they know if they was to do it, it wouldn't go right. So that's the only reason why I would even think of somebody that would not want to be competitive or would not want to show the world they skills, is because they know they can't and they intimidated, they scared. And it's like, those type of dudes shouldn't be in position to have record deals and have a bunch of fans if you're a scaredy cat and you can't even hold it down for the fans that you got.
Okay. And it's definitely common these days, so y'all hear that? Y'all better step your competitive game up, okay? For sure.
And I'm not saying everybody got a battle rap, but because especially this form of battle rap that they do nowadays, because everybody ain't got the right temperament to do that. But I feel like you should be competitive in what you do. So if you're a rapper, you need to be competitive in your music. The music that you putting out, when you on features and going records with other people, you need to be competitive and try to have the best verse at all times. You need to not just try to have the best verses, but just be the best in every direction, like with everything. How you carry yourself, your mannerisms, how you talk, how you present yourself, the decisions you make, everything you should try to do should try to be better than every other rapper. And if everybody had that mentality, then the industry would be in a way better place.
Yeah, most definitely. And really, and we really talk about like, what you went through to get to the point, of where you are. Like, you've been through some real stuff. Like, if you go back to like 2005, 2006, you had some very heavy incidents, like dealing with your car accident. You had a fractured skull and broken bones, a coma and amnesia, and also you even opened up about your like arrest and time in prison, like in rhyme and punishment. Like, what are the lessons that you learned from those most trying times in your life and being able to triumph afterwards?
Well, going through those things, I learned that everything happened for a reason. And sometimes if you looking at it through a one-sided perspective, some things might seem bad, but sometimes the bad things that happen in your life could be the best things for you. It's like really a blessing. It looks like it's like a tragedy, but it's really a blessing because you're still alive and you're able to learn from it and move forward. And if you realize why things happen and learn from it, then you'll be in a better place. So even though while I was going through them things, it seemed like a tragedy and it was hard to deal with, after I made it through and learned from it and realized why those things happened, it made me into a better person. So I'm happy that those things did happen. It needed to happen for me to grow into the man that I am now.
Right. Definitely takes wisdom to learn that. When you look back, that's when you realize that, right?
For sure. So yes. I don't feel like those things that I went through, those was like accidents. It wasn't like I made mistakes and was going down the wrong road and then it just that happened to me. It's like I didn't feel like I was doing a bunch of things wrong. I was actually felt like I was going in the right direction. Those things were just accidents that happened to me. But they happened for a reason. I was able to think, regroup, and put my life in the right place so I could move in the right direction.
Most definitely. So what would you say if if you kind of like look back and say, what would you tell young Cassidy who just got like new to the whole music business, and what would the evolved Cassidy tell young Cassidy about like what happens over time with growth? Like, give young Cassidy. The older Cassidy would tell a younger Cassidy, just do what you do. Just keep going in the same direction you're going in. Like, I don't feel like the young Cassidy made any mistakes. I feel like the younger Cassidy did exactly what the younger Cassidy was supposed to do. And if the younger Cassidy wouldn't have did what he did, then the older Cassidy wouldn't be able to tell him the things that he's about to tell him. So if he don't do exactly what I did, then it would be no me, the older Cassidy. I wouldn't even be able to exist. So I would want him to do exactly what he did and just learn from everything he did and just tell him eventually he's going to be me. He's still going to be around, so just keep going. You're going in the right direction. That's right. I definitely live my life in about like really the same way. So, it's almost like I read a book, Jan Levanson basically was saying the same thing. Like, you really look back and anything that you ran into was like you really say thank you for those experiences because you wouldn't be the person that you are today. So it's very true.
For sure. And a lot of religious people contradict themselves because they say God don't make mistakes. But God made us, and they feel like that you always making mistakes and doing stuff wrong, and you want to change this and go back and change this, and I would do this different. And it's like, why do you feel like you make so many mistakes if you made in God's image? God made you, he don't make mistakes. So if he made you and he don't make mistakes, he made you exactly like how you're supposed to be. So everything that you do, whether the people in power tell you is wrong or right, you're doing exactly what he made you to do. So you're not doing nothing wrong. Everything is perfect.
That's right. So, look, you got a chance to act, like previously in like the movie Next Day Air, and are you looking to do more TV and movies? And how was that experience when you did that?
That was a great experience, and I got a lot of compliments on that movie set. I guess because I've been dealing with lyrics for so long and memorizing lyrics and freestyling and things like that. I was able to memorize the script easy and add a lot of things to the script that wasn't in the script to make the scene better. So I got a lot of compliments, and I was told that I was pretty good at it. I did other movies, like I did a movie called Coney, Montana with Michael Blackson, and I got a lot of compliments in that movie too. So I'm looking forward to shooting more and doing more, whether it's TV, movies. I actually just wrote my own first movie. I just finished writing it recently, and it's a crazy script. It's similar to my lyrics. It's like a lot of the end stuff in it, but there's a lot of twists and turns, just like my lyrics. It's deep. Sometimes you might think something means one thing, but it could mean 3 or 4 things, and it's like a lot of twists and turns in my movie. It's the original style of writing, so I can't wait till the people see it.